Hello and welcome back to In the Shadows from GMT Games, Resistance in France, 1943 and 44. And we are starting turn 4. To do that, I need to draw a card to get myself up to the right number of cards. Jean Moulin, okay. And let's see, I am going to play, let's see, this would block me into, or this would put me into the white area, which is a little bit more challenging. I think I'm going to go ahead and accept the German event. That actually is going to allow me to operate in blue. Sorry, I thought actually that was... I thought that was going to be like a wild card actions thing. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and play Jean Moulin. And the German, so that's my card. The German card will be Simad. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Comité intermouvant auprès des évacués. Terrible French pronunciation. I don't even know why I tried that. They formed an underground network with Protestant parishes to hide Jews and move them towards Spain and Switzerland. Okay, so I have more action points than he does, so I'm going to force the bot to go first. And he is in the white zone, so going back over here to my priorities, there's no uncovered resistance units anywhere. There's covert in a district matching the event suit. There's one, and it has 2 cubes in it. So they're going to just go ahead and target that. And with 4 APs, they're going to start by attempting to uncover. So we'll draw a card for them. Uncover is a failure, so that costs them 1 AP, and they will keep doing that until they get down to 1 AP. So uncover is again a failure, so that is that. And uncover is a success if there's an alert. There isn't an alert, it's a failure otherwise. So we'll flip that and reshuffle that, and that takes them down to 1. And then they will actually spend their last AP attempting to uncover. Sorry, my bad. So they'll spend this. Uncover is a failure. I don't know what the percentage... I think the percentages actually are listed in the book, now that I think about it. Somewhere in here. I think I saw them. There we go. Uncover. So it's a 50% chance to uncover with milice units. So that's actually... pretty rough, a pretty rough go for them. Oh, but you know what? I forgot to do the event. In 2 adjacent zones, you may flip uncovered resistance units to their covert side. Oh, well, I don't have any uncovered resistance units. My understanding is that this unit, once it's flipped, becomes it's no longer a resistance unit. It is now an occupation unit. A resistance cell, when uncovered, it cannot be used for resistance actions or targeted by events, and it's listed as an occupation unit. So I can't flip it and pretend, and then sort of use it. So unfortunately, I have to keep it where it is. Okay. So them in this. For the remainder of the round, sabotage actions in the white zone do not place alert markers regardless of the result. So that's pretty good. That's actually a pretty good opportunity there. So let us start by moving this unit. So, okay, I am here. Covert moves cost 1 AP. So I'm going to spend, I have 5 action points. I'm going to spend 1 action point to move this unit to Rouen. And then I'm going to attempt to recruit in M1. So that's going to cost me 1 to recruit because I do not have, I'm in the correct suit. So we'll drop that down to there. Recruit, I get a red unit. So I happen to have 1 red cell here. Now I'm going to attempt to sabotage with that newly placed red unit. Okay, just reminding myself of that. Sabotage. So I succeed, and I place an alert token. But of course, Jean Moulin is going to prevent the placement of that token. So the roundel moves to there. Now I can't do another. I cannot do another sabotage here unless I'm willing to flip that up, which I am not. So now I'm going to attempt to do a sabotage in Rennes. I don't know how that's, sorry, probably wrong, but I'm not good at my French pronunciation. Not good, but similar result. There's no informant in that zone, so a success and alert marker. So it moves to there, and we now move down to here. So the CNR is formed. So now, basically what that means is I can coordinate. Like these are the same sort of, there's circle and uncircled versions of this, right? Let's see if I can find an example of this. Wow. So yeah, that one's uncircled. So basically everywhere in the kind of north of France now, these are all matching suits from here on out. So that's a good thing. So a pretty successful turn there, I would say. I have 1 action point left, and I think what I'm going to do with that action point, I'm going to move somebody. And I think, shoot, I should have done that. No, I may not be doing anything because I could have moved a guy earlier when it only cost 1 to move covertly. But the problem is I didn't really want to do it then. I wanted to make sure that I saved enough for sabotage and then possibly also to hide. So I think I'm going to actually, I don't think there's anything really useful I can do with that. I could hypothetically do a recruit action down here like in Marseille. And maybe I should just try and do that. I mean, I only have this Maquis, so that's the only thing that could happen. Not sure what bad could happen if I try to do that. Let's give it a shot. We're going to try to recruit in... Oh, wait. Yeah, I can't do it down here because that's an unmatched penalty. So I could do it anywhere up in the north here. So I could do it, for example, in M3, M4, P1, P3... But all of them have reasons not to do it, right? These have 2 units in them, alert markers in them. So I think I'm just gonna let it go. I think that the risk feels like there's too much of a risk. So that is the end of round 5. So I draw back up. I get Josephine Baker. I can draw 2 cards from the event deck, select 1 card to keep, return the other to the event deck, and shuffle. Okay. So I think I'm going to play that. And then the Germans will turn up for their card, that, front guard. Okay, so they're going to uncover 1 Maquis, so that's not great. Okay. So, I will be playing first, so I'll be playing Josephine Baker first. I have 4 action points. Because he has more, he's going to make me go first and there's no uncovered, or he's going to make me go first because there are no uncovered units. I can draw 2 cards from the event deck, select 1 card to keep, return to the other to the event deck, and shuffle. So I'm going to draw 2 event cards, Clandestine Press and Nazi Reprisals. It's got good action point value, but it's not really like, it's not really super the event isn't super valuable because with this sort of persona, that event is significantly less valuable than it would be otherwise. So we'll put this back in the deck. And now we've got 4 action points to spend, and we got to spend them. Well, we're incented to spend them down here in Lyon. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to attempt to sabotage here in Vichy. That will cost me 1 action point. Sabotage. I get an alert, and it's a failure. Okay. Not particularly good result there. I'm going to do 1 more attempt to sabotage. And I'm going to do it in Lyon. Place an alert marker, and it's a failure. So things are not going well here. What I was hoping to do is I was hoping to get a success, move that roundel by 1, which would then allow me to move some of these guys out of this blue area, but it ain't working. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to attempt to ambush with this guy. So that will cost me 1. Ambush. Failure. And now I'm going to attempt... I guess I'm going to attempt to ambush there. Now the good news is the Maquis will turn itself over at the end of the, as long as it's down there in that blue area, so it's a little bit less risky. Ambush. Okay, so I can remove I can remove 1 of these units. So I'm going to send him way up there to the north so that he it's harder for him to move in. They don't have a ton of units down here now. Okay, so that is that. Just to make sure that I didn't forget to do something. Oh, I could have placed this Maquis if I'd wanted to, but I think I'm going to hold on to him for a minute. Okay. Forgot to do that end step last time. Okay. So now the Germans are going to go. So we'll use a location card to randomly select and uncover a Maquis unit. So we're going to start by looking at zones. So the white district is first, the red district is second. So they're gonna actually uncover this Maquis Maquis cell. That's good. It probably would have been much worse if it had been down here. At least now they are like it's going to cost them more APs to go after him. So we come over here to priorities. There's an uncovered resistance unit in any district. And so that's going to be the priority. Now, the good thing is they don't have any units in there. So they do have an alert marker. So their first action is going to be to move a German. And there is only 1 area from which they can move a German. Now, this costs 0. It removes the alert marker, but it costs 0 because there was an alert marker. So that's their first. That's the first action point that they are spending. There is no So now they're going to. Their second one is they're going to move in this milice unit. That will cost them 1, and then they have 6 APs left. Then they're going to attempt to uncover. No, they're not even. They're going to attempt to arrest. That will have an unmatched suit penalty. It's 2 versus Maquis and an unmatched suit penalty. So 1, 2, 3. So they're going to get to try this arrest twice. Arrest. There's a success if there was an informant in the zone. There isn't, so it is a failure. So then with 3 APs left, they're still going to attempt the unrest. Again, 2 for the Maquis, 1 for the unmatched suit penalty. Arrest, that looks like a good card for me. Failure. So that all fails. Nice. I think I'm gonna have to move some guys into Paris. That's okay. That's good. I got that. So that's good. Okay. So then that's the actually now would be the end phase because now they've gone. So I can flip any uncovered Maquis in blue zone, so I can't flip him, and I could place a Maquis unit now if I wanted to, but I don't. I still don't want to do it. So we're gonna move that to round 6. I don't draw a card because that last turn I drew one, so I have 2. So I am just got to decide what I'm going to do. And I think I need to do this because I got to play this because I really have to flip that Maquis unit, or have to try to flip that Maquis unit if I can. The Germans, okay, that's good. Oh, that's excellent. Until the end of the round, recruit actions may add units from either the disappeared box or the recruitment pool. So, so this is interesting. I kind of want them to go first because if they go first, then I can place units based on recruit actions. But if I do that, I'm taking a risk because they can attempt to arrest this Maquis unit. But I'm going to play that first and cross my fingers. So they have 3 APs. They're still going to select this zone. They're even going to select it more aggressively because it matches their suit. Well, I guess that's not true. This is kind of the overriding priority. This time it's only going to cost them 2. Because it matches suits. So they're going to attempt to arrest. So they succeed, unfortunately. Now the good news is with this card, I can actually pull him back now. I have the possibility to pull him back because recruit actions can add from either the disappeared box or the recruitment pool. They have 1 left. Actually, we have to select a new zone here. And I think what they're going to select, they've got a covert matching. So they're gonna probably stay in that zone. Yeah, they're gonna stay in that zone, and they're gonna attempt to uncover this red unit. They'll spend their last AP to attempt to uncover that unit. Uncover is a success, so they uncover that unit. So I have some cleanup I need to do now. So now this is actually a pretty good card. I can perform 2 free recruit actions. So there are 2 free recruit actions, and I've got these 2 units, so maybe I can get them to come back on the board. So I think I'm gonna start by recruiting I'm gonna attempt to recruit in Paris. So I do actually get this unit, but I place an alert marker. So that's my first free recruit action. And then my second free recruit action, where should I do that one? Maybe let's do that one in Toulouse Vichy's kind of. So I'm looking at this already has a unit in it, so I think I'm gonna do it in Vichy because then if I can get lucky and get this guy, then I can, I'll have both Maquis and resistance sellers. This is my second one, so no go. I get a resistance cell, but I don't have a resistance cell available, so I can't place that. Okay. So now let's think about what makes sense to do. So I think the first thing that makes sense to do with 5 action points is to move that guy so it would cost me 3 to hide him right now because of the presence of those units. Whereas if I move him, it won't cost that much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him to there. It'll cost the same amount, actually. Now that I think about it, it would cost 3 to leave him here and make him covert. It'll cost 1 to move him here, and then 2 to flip him. Because 2 to flip him because I'll be in a zone that doesn't match my suit. So I'm wondering if maybe I should just flip him and leave him here. I could also move him here, and I could move him here and flip him for just the 2. So I move him, just leave him there. That's my first one, and then I flip him. There's nobody there, so I'll flip him. And I'm just realizing I don't remember what Pearl Witherington does. What's going on here, dudes? I think something's gone wrong with the game here. Oh, there we go. Temporary issue there. Where is... I realize I don't remember what she does. Okay, yeah, okay, that's a good one. I gotta remember that. And so it's probably good for me to be here in Paris. So I've got this alert marker. Okay, so now I have some choices to make. I got 3 action points left. I probably would like to get at least one sabotage in, but I'd also love to recruit that Maquis out of disappeared if I could. Let's see, recruit. I've only got like an 11% chance to get that, so that's not a particularly good chance. So it's probably not. Probably shouldn't spend a bunch of action points seeking that result. But it's my one chance to do it. I'm going to spend at least 1. So first thing first, I'm going to sabotage here. So I got 2 units here. So I just want to remind myself, if I've got more than 1, I can draw a second resolution card, but you have to accept the result of the second one. Okay. That's actually interesting. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by I'm going to do sabotage. I'm going to start by sabotaging here. So it succeeds unless there's unless there was an informant in the zone, which there isn't. So now I can move that to there. Now covert moves are only going to cost 1. Now, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a covert move so I don't have 2 units there. But where to move him to is the question. I guess it doesn't really matter now that I think about it. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by actually doing a recruit here, because if I don't get that Maquis, I could actually use Pearl Witherington. I can basically draw 2 cards to try to get that Maquis unit. So I'm going to spend my 1 more action point, and I'm going to attempt a recruit. So no, I'll do it again, and oh, I think it only happens if that guy's on the board is the problem. And he's not on the board. If the Butcher of Lyon event, place a Maquis or a resistance cell in the zone. He's not. He's right here. Yeah, I haven't gotten the Butcher of Lyon yet. All right, well, that failed, unfortunately. So now I got one more action point left. She's been used. I don't know which side actually means she's been used, interestingly. Okay, let's say that side means she's been used. So I feel like what I should be doing is moving to sort of spread somebody out a little bit. But I don't know that there's a great place to move them to. This alert markers, they're going to prioritize this, but they would prioritize anyway. You know what? I think I'm going to do one more recruit action instead. It's a little bit risky, but I'm going to do a recruit action. I'll do it here in Lyon. I think I can do this. It's like, okay. It doesn't say that it had to. So I think I'm going to do the recruit action here in Lyon. Yeah, I don't get that Maquis unit back from the disappeared, unfortunately. Okay, it was worth a shot. But no harm done. So then I go on to, that's the end of that. So I go on to the end phase. Let's just remind myself. So I can flip any uncovered Maquis in blue zones to their covert side. I can place one Maquis from the recruitment pool into any blue zone, and I flip Pearl Witherington. And I don't believe, so this very specifically says recruit actions may add units from either to the disappear. So I can't like use this end phase. This is not a recruit action in the end phase. So I can't use that to place this guy. That would be cool if I could. Although it would mean I'd wasted a lot of rounds doing stuff. All right. So with that, we're going to move to round 7, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this here, and we will come back and we will finish this up in the next video. Hopefully you're enjoying In the Shadows. I know I am. I'm still feeling a little bit like I don't quite know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing well here or not, but seems to be okay so far. So anyway, if you're enjoying the video, it'd be great if you could leave a like. Definitely leave comments, especially if you see things that I'm doing wrong with the rules. It'd be very helpful to sort of get that feedback. If you're enjoying the series or you're enjoying the channel, it'd be great if you could hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. That way you'll know when we produce new content. But we'll see you next time for the finale of this playthrough of In the Shadows on Agility Snip's gaming table.